Hey, this is Beverly, and I will not be denied. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure and share this broadcast with your friends and with your family. Just wanted to share some quick information with you. Today, I was talking to God about a situation, and I told God I did not know what else to do. I have said all of my declarations about it, and I have faith that it's going to work out like it's supposed to. But I don't know, maybe it's just the impatient part of me. I told God, I don't know what else to do. I need for you to tell me what I need to do next. And about 15 minutes later, I was driving, going to the grocery store. As I was headed to the grocery store, this old school song came into my spirit, right? And I say that because, and this is just me, I could be totally wrong or it doesn't apply to you or whatever. When a song comes to mind, to me, it's just a thought, But when it came to my spirit, it was like I wanted to sing it, not just, as a sing along or just a song I wanted to sing. It was like I felt like I had to sing it, rather. It was just like I had to. I can't really explain it, but it was like I just had to sing this song. And the song was, and I hope I get the title right, Stand or We Stand by John P Kee, and it's featuring Pastor Daryl Coley. It's an old school song. I think it was from the early 90s, maybe even the late 80s. It was John P Kee and the New Life Community Choir, right? So as I was driving, I felt like I needed to sing it, but I couldn't remember all of the words. It was like bits and pieces of it, the last part of this verse and, the middle of this line and this one word. And it was, kind of like all over the place. Like, why can I not remember this song? Why could I not sing it? But anyway, so I got to the store, went in, got what I needed to get. And when I came back, the feeling was there, and it was like super, super overwhelming. Like I gotta sing this song. So I looked it up and I started playing it. And I'm sitting in the car, listening to it, eating my snack. And child, it was just, I can't even describe the feeling that came along with it. But what I knew for sure was God was telling me to stand. And honey, when it got to the part where Pastor Daryl Coley, he sung, that was it, child. I was crying and munching and crying and munching and crying. I know people were walking past my car like, what's wrong with her? Because, honey, I was crunching and singing and crying. It was a pure mess. But I got my answer. And he was basically telling me to stand. So later on in the evening, I thought about the song and the meaning behind it. And for years, I've heard people say, when you have done all you know to do, just stand. I think that's in the Bible somewhere. And to me, standing in a situation like that means you just stand, like hands by your side, and you just stand and you just wait for God to do what it is that he's going to do. And it was, I don't like to say God said, but some stuff, just ain't you. I don't think I'm, that smart. And the thought that came to me, or God put in my spirit about that, it's not like we're standing in line or just standing still with our hands by our side, just waiting on God to do what he's going to do. We're taking our hands off of it, and and we're staying in the exact spot where he tells us to stand. And while we are waiting, our hands should be uplifted in praise and thanksgiving to him for what he has already done in the spirit realm, but it hasn't manifested in the natural. And there's a reason for that. The reason, it could be you're not ready for the actual blessing, or he has to have certain people in position in order for you to get that blessing or that prayer request answered. If he's going to get somebody for what they have done to you, sometimes these folks got to dig a ditch for themselves. If he's going to manifest healing in your body, he might be waiting on you to put the salt down, to put the sugar down, to get to moving, to, I don't know, whatever. So after all these years, I'm finally understanding what stand means. I'm going to try to put a link to the song. I don't know if it will let me do it, but I will at least get the actual name of the song and you can look it up for yourself. To me, it seems like an old school song, but it's very powerful if you listen to the words. And like I said, the part that I really like is when Pastor Daryl Coley, he sings his part. And he says, talking about God, he upholdeth me with his right hand. And when he says that, I can just imagine how we will put ourselves in situations. And he has his right hand over our lives. When we put ourselves in a situation that should have taken us out, but it didn't. But it took other people out. And his right hand was covering us the whole time. That's how I see it. And when I think about that, it just does something to me, child. I could just take off running because I have, And then it's not always how we put ourselves in situations. Sometimes it's the enemy is coming for us. He comes for us in big ways, and then sometimes in real subtle ways to where you can't even see it coming. Like he knows that you have a good heart, and he'll send somebody to befriend you. And then y'all become like super duper 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 best friends. And then he sends the spirit of jealousy to that particular person. And that person has low self-esteem. So the spirit of jealousy just hooks up to that. And then the person is trying to kick your legs out from up under you and telling your secrets and trying to keep you in bad spirits so you can't get any better. Well, not get any better. You can't achieve more. You can't be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and talk to you about relationships in a negative way so you don't want to be in a relationship. It's just subtle stuff like that. There's the big stuff, but we don't see the subtle stuff. And God with that right hand is over us because some people have been through that and they didn't do too good. Like you came out of your situation and you can look back and say, how in the world, glory to God. That's one of those, how did I ever make it out type situations, because he had his right hand over us. So as we are standing and we are giving God thanksgiving, praise and worship, whatever it is that you're doing while you are waiting, he got his right hand over us. If I could just tell it all, I would tell it. God is just so awesome. If I could tell it all, I would. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So wrapping it up, I just wanted to tell you guys, as you go through your go through, just stand. And my definitions my opinion, take your hand off of it in confidence, not in you, not that it will work itself out, that God is already on the assignment. It is already done. It's just a matter of it manifesting in the natural. And while you are standing, he has his right hand over you. Listen to the song. Listen, listen, listen. Just listen, listen, listen. It's just, have you some tissue, Kleenex, paper towel, toilet paper, whatever, honey, because it is a tear jerker. Excuse me. Anyway, that's about it. I have a class that I am preparing, and it is called I Will Not Be Denied Masterclass, and it is a live class that will take place via Zoom on August the 3rd at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a link in my bio to where you can go and sign up, and it's $47. If you can't make it, that's okay, because it will be available on replay. It will be an evergreen. So if you want to watch it once a week, forever, it'll still be there. Yeah, and it should last probably about an hour or so, just a little over an hour. And in the class, I will teach you the origins of declarations and why you should use declarations and how to create your own declarations. It's going to be really good. All right, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to release your genius, pull off the impossible every day. Remember, you will have whatever it is that you say. So be positive when you speak, Queen.